Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm camping out in the remote mountains of New Zealand in a snowstorm. For shelter I have with me the Toyota HiAce camper. I'm going to hunker down inside of there and ride out the bad weather. It's full of food and tasty drinks, so priority one is get it set up and let's get camping. Oh, it's rough out here. I wonder if it's flat enough. It looks pretty good. Man, it's good to be out of the wind. It is cold. My hands are numb just from coming out of the driver's seat, taking a few shots on the camera, sitting down here. It's beautiful though. The snow's gently falling and all the mountains are covered. So I'm gonna shut the place up, get the diesel heater going, and we'll get a coffee on, have some food. Priority one.
Start heating.
Get this thing going. Let's get this rain jacket off. Looking out to the lake, you can just see the snow coming down. It's incredibly beautiful. I'm going to be having a Chemex. This is one of my favourite ways to brew coffee. Because I'm in the van, I can bring all this extra stuff with me, which is awesome. So we'll get that on the go. And then we can chill out. Oh, it's good to have this. I was dying for this coffee. So the plan for this video is really just to absolutely chill out in the camper and hopefully watch the snow fall in extreme comfort. Heaps of food with me, heaps of treats, and the weather forecast is looking pretty rough. But in here, it's going to be just a delight. That noise that you can hear right now, hopefully it's not too loud, is the diesel heater. It's already warmed the whole place up. It's dry, it's lovely. And I just really like being in this camper. This will be the second video that I've done in it, so you've probably already seen me do the first trip, which was actually parked up just over there. So this is a real great spot for snow camping, that's why I come here. But I'm gonna have this, sit back, relax, try and unwind, and just enjoy it. Looks like there's a good amount of flakes coming down actually. I hope it gets colder and we get more accumulation on the ground and everything gets coated. That would be the ideal situation. I think there is forecast for like another 20 centimeters, but you just never know. It is still pretty early in the year. Time to open up the drawer of treats. Got some bickies on the menu. These things are like little ginger oat cookies. They're quite nice, if I can get into them. They also come in a convenient 5-pack, so it's a little bit harder to overindulge, which is a good thing sometimes. The visibility's dropping fast. Nice. Well, I've got quite a bit of stuff in here to sort out, so I'm going to get onto that now. Get my whole van established. Get out my battery bank. and my pillows. I want to head outside and open up the back and see what the situation is. I might have to cook dinner from the back tonight because I just don't want to fill this whole van up with fumes. So we'll go out there, we'll have a look around and survey the situation. It's looking pretty rough. Oh man, that wind is shaking the van. There is a bit of snow coming down. That is a good sign. I'm all armored up though, so I should be alright out here for a little bit. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do is cook dinner out the back here. But as you can see, the wind's just coming in, blowing snow. But I'm hoping this, it should be reasonably sheltered back here. I hope. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. I could cook up on my platform here, or I've got this extendable drawer. I can just do the cooking on this. But it's gonna be messy, and I don't want to stink out my van. Actually, I reckon this is gonna work really well. Because it's not rain and it's snowflakes, it's not really getting in and getting everything wet. It's just blowing past. The camera's getting completely caked though. I did bring a tent with me, which I was planning on using, a new one, hot tent, but it can't take this type of wind, so I think my backup plan, cooking out the back, is going to work. It actually provides pretty good shelter. That's good to know. We'll close this up for now, and we'll get back into my survival capsule. It's much nicer in there. Oh, that wind chill. What a place to hang out in during a snowstorm. Just look at the views out of here. Look how cozy it is. I'm going to test out some new seating arrangements. I got with me my camp chair. This is the one that I take wild camping. But I reckon I can fit it in down here by the door, and I'll be able to recline back on this. Be quite comfortable. Alright, we'll test this out. I don't actually need to use the camp chair because I can sit on the bed and recline back against the battery tower with my pillows. But I thought I should mix it up and see if this is better. And I do like it. I could put a drink here, my feet up on the bed, and I think the views are even better. I'm a bit further back and I have full vistas. This is my views from my chair. And that's insane. You don't have that every day. Yeah, the camp chair is definitely worth it. I'll keep it in the van for this purpose. Look at it out there. It is not nice out there. However, in here, lovely. Open up the door, we'll see what's going on out here. Sitting right here is quite nice because I have access. I can just open it up, see the storm, get some fresh air, and sniff the snow. I think it's time for an afternoon snack. Open up the goodie drawer, and what do we have? Freshly baked scones. I think a few of these will go down a treat. Just a pre-dinner snack. You know, nothing like having little treats when the storm is raging outside. Get into the fridge, we have some cream and fruit jam. What's this? Yum. Lather these up. Yum. Cream. Who doesn't like cream? Maybe people who are lactose intolerant, but that's not me. Look at that. I don't want to make a mess, so I'll be very careful. Jam, cream, and a fresh scone. What can beat that? Let's have another one. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. These scones, man, they're so good. I'm going to finish these off. I'll tidy up. I think we're going to head out into the storm, go for a walk, and investigate the surrounds. Looks like the wind's really picking up out there. Might be a short walk. That's better. Gloves, glasses, big rain jacket. Let's investigate the situation. Still snowing out here and windy, but it's not crazy. The van is starting to get caked a little bit, which is nice. All that's gonna freeze overnight. But yeah, I wanna stretch the legs a bit, burn off those scones, and we might go over and see another camper who's hiding over there. I probably should have put on my down jacket. I'm gonna have to get moving to get some body heat going. Otherwise I'm gonna freeze. It's crazy to think that it's only April and we're getting snow already. It's not unusual, but it is kind of rare. Man, this is a beautiful spot. About 1 year ago, I did a camp in my Hilleberg Namaz GT along this lake shore. You guys may have seen that video. That was actually like, yeah, 1 year to the day I did that. So it's pretty cool to be back. And guess what? Surprise, surprise. We have a fellow camper here and his big beast of a vehicle. Here he is.
Hello, Bernie.
AB Camping. And Bernie the pup. Bernie! Hello. Ooh. He sees the big red man and he's like, ah!
Hi everybody.
We're going for a walk. It is cold and miserable, but we need to burn off the calories before dinner. So right up there, that's where I had the Hilleberg Namaz GT. It was quite a nice spot to camp. Still close to the road, but a lot of snow came down that night. It was pretty intense weather, so a hot tent over here would be awesome as well. Might do that one day.
Yeah.
We're just looking for future spots where we could bring our vehicles or tents or whatever. So many options here.
Yeah.
It's a pretty amazing place. It's called Lake Tennyson. Look it up if you're interested. Just been walking along the shore, but I think we've reached about as far as we can go. It's brutal out here. Look at the wind gushing along the lake. Alright, I'm gonna head back to the van. It's just not a nice place to be out here when it's like this. It's cold and it's wet, but this jacket is doing a great job. It's the Mountain Pro Shell, I think it's called. Nice and oversized. Very nice. But I'll see you guys back in the shelter. Oh. Let me back in. Woo. Ah. It's good to be back in my enclosure. And it looks like I got back in just in time too. It's getting even more intense out there. A nice big cup of English breakfast. That'll go down well. Have that before dinner. It'll help warm me up. Got pretty cold on the walk just then. I wasn't wearing any down insulation, and that wind chill, man, it's piercing. Hey, it's clearing up a bit on the mountains. Got a bit more visibility. Look at this. That's about the most visibility I've had all day. See down the lake a bit too. Oh, it's nice to lean back. Big warm cup of tea. So satisfying. The weather is like going in peaks and lows. Just before it was going crazy. Snow was getting picked up off the ground and flying across the lake. But right now, it's a little bit more calm. Who knows what it's going to do. There was forecast way more snow, but we shall see. I'm going to have this, sit back, relax, get warm, and probably think about having dinner in an hour or so. I love just sitting here, looking out at everything. It's quite special. Alright guys, I think it's about time for dinner. I'm going to be doing some roast chicken, brioche and Swiss cheese, kind of burger sandwich type things. I do have beef patties in the fridge and I was going to cook them up out the back, like I said before, but it's just way too gross outside. And it's too cozy in here to get out, so we'll do this instead. Ooh, they smell great. We'll heat those up in the pan and we'll add our ingredients. Good old Swiss cheese. This will go perfectly with the chicken and the brioche. Kind of creamy, nice and nutty. I love it. These will heat up real fast. I just kind of want to soften them. And we'll get that cheese on there. I think what I'll do is, I'll take those ones off. We'll get some cheese onto the base. And then maybe we can get them back in and heat the bottom. Just a little bit. Then we'll put the chicken on. Ooh. That's probably enough. Get some of this chicken. Get some of that on there. There's heaps of chicken in here. Load them right up. Overloaded. And I got some tomato sauce. We cannot forget that. A whole big bottle of Waddies, the good stuff. Here we go guys, look at this. A very, very simple meal, but I think bang for buck, it's going to be very high. So what do you call it? It's like a roast chicken, Swiss cheese, brioche burger bun sandwich. Yeah. That is a great flavour combo. The bun's so nice and warm. Oh. I mean, look at this. It's kind of crazy to think that I'm just out here in the mountains, inhospitable environment, and I can have such delicious treats and such comfort. I was feeling pretty sore and tired before, but now my spirits have been lifted immensely. And you know what? I just remembered. In my fridge, which is right underneath the camera, I've got ice cold Sprite Zero. That'll be good. Well, that was dinner, guys. Very simple, but I'd give that probably a 9.5 out of 10. I'm in the van, and it's snowing, and I'm feeling great. Ice cold, zesty drink. What more could you want? A hurricane or something, that would be cool. But anyway, I'll let that digest, get myself cozy, maybe shut the curtains, and really heat this place up. These curtains are actually pretty good. They work surprisingly well at stopping drafts coming off the windows. So that's pretty cool. They're the original ones from the van. So they're like 24 years old or something. I like them. Oh, now I can sit back with a full belly. This diesel heater, by the way, it's incredible. It's only a 2 kilowatt unit, but man, it can heat this space up well, and it makes a huge difference. I can just feel it instantly when I've shut these curtains. The reduction in draft of all that glass. But yeah, I could shut those ones across the back to the cockpit and the side door, but I might do that later. But for now, we're all enclosed, we're set up, and it's pretty much pitch black outside, so I'd say things are good in the van. I've actually got the front windows on the passenger and driver side, like open a crack, probably about that much, covered by the monsoon flaps. I reckon what that's doing is like it's forcing moisture out, because I've got like zero condensation in here. It's just so warm and dry. Oh no, I can see more snow blowing in on the windshield. It's snowing more now. Woohoo! Well guys, I can't help myself. I'm gonna have to chuck all the layers on, go outside and have a look what's going on. I came here for the snow and it seems to have intensified, so I'm gonna get changed and we're gonna head out into the storm. We're leaving safety. Woo! It's coming in now, guys. Shivers. Well, this is the current situation out here. It seems like the snow has increased and the winds are picking up. Imagine trying to cook dinner out the back in this. You just couldn't do it. Whoop. Man, it's getting rough. I'm not going to be able to stay out here for long. I think this was a bad idea. It's getting bad out here fast. I think I'm gonna have to get back inside. I can't sustain this level of wind chill without having heavy down insulation on. But it's pretty awesome. These are the conditions that I came for, and this is what I'm getting. It's all turning to ice already. It's gonna be fully encrusted in the morning. Oh man, just here out of that wind, it's such a difference. I'm gonna take the camera back in, close the place up, and probably have a hot chocolate. Because it's just brutal out here. Oh. Well, that was definitely worth it. I'm invigorated now. Blood is pumping and the fingers are completely numb. I should really put my gloves on when I go out and do that. But you know, I just get all excited and my decision making kind of goes down the toilet. But we're back inside and it's warm. Back in the isolation chamber. Look at this, man. This is where the heat comes from. Time to have a hot chocolate before bed. This will be delicious. Got the marshmallows too. So we get that on. And I'm just really looking forward to lying down. It's been a long, hard day. And the bed is looking so cozy. Oh, had a hot chocolate explosion. Get in there. Good old jar of dark. Got the whole bag of marshmallows. It's my new favourite thing, putting marshmallows in the hot chocolate. It's pretty funny that I only just discovered that it's delicious after all these years camping. What an amateur. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. How many do you think I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I reckon that'll do it. Cheers, guys. Ooh, very rich. I'm gonna let those marshmallows like melt and dissolve into it for the additional flavour. Then it'll be even better. Turn on my old school van light. I love this thing. There's so much character in the van. I think this window's open. You can hear it rattling. I'll shut that. I always make sure it's really well vented in here when I've got the gas cooker on now. I'm paranoid about carbon monoxide. I should have been for a while. But at least, you know, I'm aware to its dangers now. You know what? I might get my feet into the quilt. This is the Zenbivy Trek bed, by the way. It's a very, very comfortable piece of gear. I'm not sure it's going to be warm enough tonight, even with the heater going. So I might have to chuck on some wool base layers. Look at that, man. Look at that flavour. This is peak hot chocolate. The windshield is all icing up too, I can see it. Tomorrow morning is going to be brutal. I actually hope it clears up so I can cook a breakfast outside, but I don't think that's going to happen. Oh man. Can you guys let me know in the comment section? Do you like it when I do the camper van videos? Honestly, I quite enjoy it, but I know for a lot of you, my audience anyway, it's not probably why you subscribed. But I hope you can still find some enjoyment or satisfaction in watching me camp in the van. I think it's pretty awesome. I mean, look at it. Look where I am. Think about it right now. Storm outside, cozy inside. To me, that's just kind of satisfying. But I hope you guys like it too. Let me know. All good in the wood. Oh no, look at all that snow building up. You can see more flying on there now. It's melting off though, because it's hot in here. I think I have to go outside one more time. I can't resist it. I just want to see what's going on. Oh, it's not too bad. Although, it's fully icing up. It's actually not too bad out here. Well, you know, it would kill you in like 10 minutes if you were naked. But you know what I mean. Anyway, the van is doing well. Heat is cranking and it's super cozy in there, but I just wanted to see the situation outside, what I'll be dealing with in the morning. Should probably lift these wiper blades up too. Alright everyone, I'm not hanging around out here. We checked on the van and she's doing alright. But I want to get back inside and get into bed. Ah, safety. What a contrast from being outside to being in this bed. Can you guys imagine the feeling of just being in here right now? I hope I capture it on the videos and it kind of comes through the screen and you guys can imagine it. Because it is awesome being out here. in my van. Oh, look at me. All green in my green slug. It's been a good night. I've enjoyed it. Great food and just cool to spend more time in the camper. There's maybe a few things that I'd change. It's not finished being built yet completely, so I can make some alterations. But all in all, the setup's fantastic. The battery is massive, lasts forever. The fridge is awesome. Heat is cranking. And I'm just happy. But I think I'm going to switch the lights off and go to sleep. And tomorrow's going to be a new day with new challenges. But we shall see what the day brings when the sun comes up. But for now, I want to say good night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys and girls. Good morning. It's 5:30 a.m. and I've awoken. The whole van's been shaking all night. Storm is raging outside. Oh, but it's so warm in here. I've had the heater running all night long. I'll check the temperature. What does it say? It's 16 degrees Celsius in here, which is hard to believe. Holy cow. It feels like someone's rocking the van. Good to get this brew on. Coffee's going to be so nice. I'm pretty curious to see what's going on outside. Probably snowed all night long. Everything will be frozen. But first we'll get this going, coffee. I can't even speak properly. Then we can take a look around outside. Get in my coffee jar. What do we got in here? The good stuff. It's one massive cup of perfectly brewed coffee. I've retreated back to my chair. This is a cozy setup, man. I've probably said it like 100 times, but I'm really looking forward to like using this the night before I go out on a wild camp, so I can drive in late in the afternoon, park up, have a real chilled out night in this thing. Probably wouldn't film any of it. Then I can wake up on location and head off into like a massive storm with like the perfect mindset. Because when you're trying to sleep the night before a big old storm camp, it's not good at home. And then the driving in the morning in the dark, it's not nice. So being able to stay in this and just get in the right frame of mind to do those real hardcore wild camping storm videos, the whole van setup's going to be real good for that. And that's probably like the main reason why I did it. All these alterations that have been made to the van have just made it so much nicer to be in. Like even sitting here in this seat, before I couldn't fit the big chair in here, so I was like on the little ground chair. But I'm like reclined back. I can even rest my head on the back of the headrest. Got all this shelving and benching, fridge. It's crazy. The battery's massive too. Like I've only used a few % of my battery to run the fridge and the diesel heater non-stop. And yeah, the diesel heater, that thing is incredible. Without it, it would be miserable. Sit back in comfort. There's my big green bed. It reminds me of like a little rustic apartment. Whoa. We have way more snow. The camera is now outside. It's like the Antarctic out there. Stand up out of the van. Yeah, man. Not get overexcited. Still coming down too. Okay, I think I'm gonna close this up. Letting all my warmth out. I'm gonna open up my goodie drawer and see what I've got. I do have some waffles here. These things will go very, very nicely in my coffee. I think I have one. Oh yeah, they're quite nice and small. But obviously, we're gonna go for the dunk. It's the perfect size for the cup. It's like it was meant to be. Oh man. How was that so delicious? Honestly. It's so nice and buttery. Stuff it, I'm gonna have another one. I deserve it. I've been a good boy. And that is too delicious. But no more after 2. Alright, so the situation is, wait for the sun to come up, then we'll get outside and we'll survey the surrounds. Hopefully there isn't too much snow and the van can get out of here alright, but Tony is here with his massive truck and he's got a winch and all that stuff, so that's a comforting thought that I can be rescued if I need it. But yeah, it'll be about half an hour, then we'll have some light in the sky. I'll get outside. But until then, we wait. Time to get my battle armor on. I'll be heading out soon. I'll get fully kitted up and we'll see what the damage is. There's a bit of light appearing in the sky. I think we'll open this door and see what's going on. Oh, it's not so bad. Actually, yeah, it's pretty bad. We got ice all over the front of the van. It's completely caked. Check this out. Not bad. The frozen wasteland. Some big icicles. Alright guys, this is the situation outside. The van is completely frozen. We've got a good coating of snow. There's not as much as I thought there was going to be, but still, it's a great outcome. It's beautiful and it's cold, and cleaning all this off is going to be a nightmare. Good thing for the diesel heater, it's kind of melted off the windshield. It's a bit of ice, but it's not too bad. Look at this. It's just fully frozen. Trickles. It's like icicles. It's pretty cool. I think that'll do it. The door's frozen though. You serious? I'm gonna have to get in from the inside. I wasn't expecting it to be that bad. Gotta crawl through. I can't open my door. Get down into the driver's seat and we'll fire this thing up. I've never had to do that before. Let's hope she starts alright. Just let the glow plug do its thing. There we go, success. Alright, let's get this heating going. Alright guys, I think it's time we make a start and get out of here. This should be fun. Whoa! All the potholes, they're covered in snow. Oh, this is fun. Kind of. It's a bit scary too. This is a long drive out and the whole way is going to be like this. It's going to require a lot of concentration. I can't see the road. It's just completely covered in snow. Look at this. Where do I go? Just gas it. Hope for the best. This way. Get up through this gate. Ooh. Yeah. Let's check out the snow. It's not too deep, but it's more that I just can't see anything because it's just a whiteout and the road's covered. But anyway, I've got about a 50-kilometer drive. It's gonna take me like an hour and it's still snowing. But that's pretty much it, guys. I think I'll end it here unless anything crazy happens on the way out, which it probably will. But I just want to say thanks for coming. Thanks for watching the videos. Appreciate your support. And I'm gonna focus on this drive and try and get home safely. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.